times when you are in a relationship, you are blinded. Because it's all about the man. What will I do to please him? What will I do to make him happy? And sometimes you forget yourself. Sometimes you forget what you want as well in life as a woman. So sometimes when you leave an abusive and a toxic man, it gives you the privilege, it gives you the opportunity to work on yourself so that you can become a better version of yourself in life. Hello people, welcome to Relationship Mysteries. In today's video, I'm going to be talking on 6 things that happen when a woman leaves a man for herself. Hear that again. 6 things that happen when a woman leaves a man for herself. There are 6 things that happen when a woman leaves a man for herself. She's not leaving the man because she wants to go to another man. She's not leaving the man because she wants to enter into another relationship. She's not leaving the man because another man has wooed her and now she said, no, I'm not going to be with this guy again in relationship. I'm going to move to another relationship. No. Actually, this is when a woman leaves a man for herself because of some things that is happening in her relationship or that has happened in her relationship. Now she has decided, I can't be in this relationship with this guy. I need to go and do something for myself. I need to check what is going on in my life. I need to do some certain things in my life. So I'm going to show you 6 things that happen when a woman leaves a man for herself. Remember, she's leaving the man for herself, not for any other thing, so that she can put her life together. The first thing that happens when a woman leaves a man for herself is that the woman regains her mental sanity. There are kinds of relationship you will be in. As a woman, you need to leave that relationship so that you can regain your mental sanity, so that you can regain your mental health. A lot of women are in toxic relationship. And do you know what toxic relationship do? Do you know what toxic relationship do to people? It kind of affects people's mental health. It affects a woman's mental health. So if as a woman, some women will leave a man that they are with in a relationship because they want to regain their mental sanity. They want to regain their mental health. So sometimes if you are a woman and you are in a relationship and you discover that in that relationship, the man you are with in that relationship is talking down on you, the man is emotionally and psychologically abusing you. In fact, now that you are a shadow of yourself because you are in that relationship, you need to leave that relationship so that you can regain your mental sanity. So one of the things that happen when a woman leaves a man for herself is that she regains her mental sanity. The second thing that happens when a woman leaves a man for herself is that she learns to build boundary around herself. She learns to build boundaries around herself. A lot of women don't have boundaries in their life. Anything goes. A man can beat them, they will still be in that relationship. A man can talk anyhow to them, they will still be in that relationship. A lot of women are in relationship with men, but the truth is that there is no limit to what they can tolerate. They can accept anything, they can endure anything because she has not built boundary for herself. But when a woman, maybe because of the way the man treated her in that relationship, now she will start learning how to build boundaries around herself. She will now start learning how to build boundary in her life. She will start learning how to tell men that this is what I am and this is what I can tolerate and this is what I cannot tolerate in a relationship with another man again. So the second thing that will always happen whenever a woman leaves a man for herself is that she will learn how to build boundaries in her life. So that if another man is stepping into her world or into her life, the man will be able to know that this and this is what I cannot do to her. This and this is what I can do, and this is what I cannot do in this relationship with her. If you are a woman and you want a man to start respecting you in your relationship or marriage, you need to start building boundaries early enough in that relationship. In fact, at the beginning stage in that relationship, you need to build solid boundaries so that any man that is stepping into your world will know that, Mr. This is no go area in my life. That this area, you cannot do this, you can do this, you cannot do this. So when you have done that, in fact, people learn how to treat you based on what you tolerate. It is what you tolerate that determines the way people will treat you, that will determine the way people will relate with you. So if you are a woman and you have left that relationship, one thing you need to start learning is how to build boundaries in your life, emotional boundaries, physical boundaries, mental boundaries, in every aspect of your life, so that if you are going to enter into the next relationship, those ugly incidents that happened before, so that they will not happen again in your future relationship. The third thing that happens when a woman leaves a man for herself is that it gives her the time to take a good stock of her life. She'll be able to ascertain, okay, where am I now in life? What have I been able to achieve since I was in that relationship with that guy? What is currently happening in my life? What is my state of mind now like? What do I want to accomplish? Where do I go on from here? So when a woman leaves a man for herself, it gives her time to take a good stock of her life, to know where she can go from there. So you need to understand this third thing. So the woman will be able to take a good stock of her life. She will be able to look at herself and say, okay, I've left this man. So where do I go from now? What am I living for? What should I be doing? What should I be accomplishing? What should I be pursuing in life? What happened before in my previous relationship that I will not allow to happen again in my future relationship? What did I tolerate in my past relationship that I will not want to tolerate again in my future relationship? So the woman, that will afford the woman the time to be able to take a good stock of her life. The fourth thing that happens when a woman leaves a man for herself is that it helps her to define what she really wants in life. A lot of women have not had time to be alone in life, to actually think in silence, to ask themselves, okay, since I've been in all this relationship, what have all of this thing brought into my life? What has all this relationship done to me? What did I benefit from these relationships that I have been in? What has happened to me in life? A lot of women cannot define what they really want, because every time is relationship. She will jump from one relationship. There is no time for her to pause and think. She will jump to the next relationship. So she keep repeating the same cycle. She keep repeating the same pattern, because she have not had time to actually sit down and define what she really wants in a relationship. There are women that are afraid to stay alone. They are afraid to be alone. They are afraid to stay alone. Every time they are afraid, they can't just be on their own for once. At least for them to be on their own and say, okay, my future relationship, I need to define what I really want in life. What type of man can fit comfortably in my world? They have not asked themselves this question. So when a woman leaves a man for herself, it gives her the opportunity to actually define what she really wants in life. The fifth thing that happens when a woman leaves a man for herself is that it gives the woman the opportunity to do those things that she couldn't do before when she was in a relationship. It gives her the opportunity to actually pursue her life goals, to actualize those things she has been longing to actualize, to pursue those goals, those dreams that relationship restricted her from pursuing. Let the truth be told. A lot of relationships are like cage. A lot of relationships are like bondage. They feels like bondage, feels like cage. A lot of ladies, their destiny, their dreams have been truncated because they were in a relationship with a man that bondaged them. They were in a relationship with a man that didn't want them to pursue their life dreams. So when a woman leaves a man for herself, it affords her, especially if she left a toxic relationship, that will afford her the opportunity to do those things that she couldn't do. The sixth thing that happens when a woman leaves a man for herself is that she has time to work on herself. She has time to develop. She has time to improve on those things she has been longing to improve on. She has time to work on her character. She has time to work on what I call value cultivation and acquisition. She has time to become a woman of destiny, to develop herself. Maybe in one area she's weak, there is this aspect of her life she has been longing to deal with in life. So when a woman leaves a man for herself, she has time to work on herself. So if you are not in a relationship now, maybe you left that man you are with in that relationship because the guy was bringing toxicity into your life, the guy was abusing you. Now you have left that relationship. One thing you need to start doing now is that you need to start working on yourself. If you don't have a job, you need to find a job so you can make your own money. If you don't have a good character, you need to start working on your character to develop good character. If you don't have a prosperous mindset, you need to start working on your mindset so that you have a prosperous mindset. If you don't have a healthy mentality, you need to start cultivating healthy mentality in life. So when a woman leaves a man, it affords her the opportunity to actually work on herself. Because most times when you are in a relationship, you are blinded. Because it's all about the man. What will I do to please him? What will I do to make him happy? And sometimes you forget yourself. Sometimes you forget what you want as well in life as a woman. So sometimes when you leave an abusive and a toxic man, it gives you the privilege, it gives you the opportunity to work on yourself so that you can become a better version of yourself in life. If you have watched this video to this point, please, I want you to subscribe, I want you to like, I want you to share, and I want you to turn on the notification button so that you will see my new videos wherever I upload new ones. And I've discovered a lot of you are not subscribing. Please, I want you to subscribe so that my channel can grow. I can continue to produce more content and so that people will learn things that they're supposed to know in order to have good and successful relationships and marriage.